fine.
So, do you think you passed or failed?
Well, I felt like if I'd have failed, that would have been the reason. So, I'd say I just about passed, maybe.
Yep, well done, you passed. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to another video. So today we have another mock driving test. Before we get started, any of you that are learning to drive, please check out this video for the ultimate driving course. 38 easy to understand, precise videos covering every single topic required to pass the driving test. These are not just theory based, they are practical videos demonstrating everything from moving off and stopping a vehicle to all of the maneuvers and every other module required. So if you're lacking knowledge, or maybe your instructor has forgotten to cover something, or you're just not grasping a certain topic, then this course has it covered. You can watch the videos before your driving lessons, which means you'll get into the car knowing exactly what to do. This will definitely save you time on your lessons. Okay, so today's learner driver is Lewis, and for those of you who don't know, the learners that turn up here, they haven't had any lessons with me, so I'm meeting Lewis for the first time, just wants me to assess his driving to see if he's ready or not. And any of you that do want to take part in one of these mock tests, which are totally free, all you need to do is drop a message on Instagram at DJN Driving, and we just select people randomly. Right then, Lewis, could you tell me a bit about your driving, please?
So I've currently had I'd say about 6 to 7 hours worth of lessons, but that was over in about May. But then obviously I've got my own car, I've had around I'd say honestly about 100 plus hours practice on the road.
Cool.
And it's only because of the delay I've only been able to get my test next week. That's why I've had such a long gap between my theory pass and obviously booking my test.
Okay, cool. So first when you said I've only had 6-7 hours, and that was in May, I was thinking, but you're driving your own car. Are you going to be taking your test in your own car?
Yeah, I'm going to take it because my instructor's away on the day of my test as well. So
okay, cool. Yeah, so you've been driving your car regularly, and you're comfortable with that. Yeah. Just remember on the test day, make sure you take
I've already got one. Yeah.
Good for the examiner, and just make sure your car's nice and clean.
Yeah,
as well.
Make sure.
It obviously it's not a massive thing, but it does make a difference. Yeah, you know when the examiner sits in and the car's nice and clean, it shows you're prepared and ready for it.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Have you been through the show me tell me questions?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I did.
Okay, good. We'll go through them as well. So you know how the videos work, this test works. So if you do make a mistake, I won't say anything. But for those of you who are watching, if Lewis does make a mistake, I'll talk about it just before it happens. And we'll talk about any mistakes you do make at the end of the test.
That's fine.
Okay, right then. So one of the tell me questions. Could you tell me how you would know if there's a problem with your anti-lock braking system?
There'd be a warning sign on the dash.
Cool. Yeah. That's fine. So whenever you're ready, if you could move off for me, please. And we're not going to be following the sat nav. I'm going to make you follow some direction signs.
Yeah, that's
okay. At the end of the road, if you could turn right, please.
Yeah.
This junction, Lewis deals with really well. He carries out the mirror signal maneuver routine in the correct order, and watch how he leans forward and continues to check the main road is safe before emerging out. After entering the new road, instead of keeping to the left, he positions too much to the right. There is a vehicle parked on our side of the road, which means that the oncoming vehicles have priority. Lewis holds back in a good position and enters a narrow gap at the correct speed. We're turning left at these traffic lights, so it's important to check the mirrors before moving off, especially the left one to look out for any cyclists. He carries out good mirrors before moving off. And now if you could follow signs to Walsall, please. Lewis does this roundabout well and shows good lane discipline. The speed limit on this carriageway is 50 miles per hour, and I don't think Lewis notices. He's driving too slow. This can be marked as a serious fault, especially if you affect traffic behind. Luckily there was no one behind, but if Lewis does this same fault again, I will mark it as a serious. Park up anywhere safe on the left, please. When parking up, I see a lot of learners rush for the clutch pedal first and then brake. You should always slow down using the brake first and then press the clutch pedal. Lewis stops in a good position and doesn't rush for the clutch. Thank you, and move off whenever you're ready. He moves off using the POM routine in the correct order and carries out good observations. Now I'm going to ask Lewis to do the reverse parallel parking maneuver. Okay, if you could carry out the reverse parallel parking maneuver using the vehicle in front here. Yeah, so pull up next to it and reverse back, and when you finish up here, just try and leave a maximum gap of 1 car length here, so a bit closer than this, please.
Yeah, that's fine.
When doing this maneuver, the examiners look for good control, all-round observations and good positioning, and Lewis does all of these well. Definitely amongst one of the best parallel parks we've seen on the channel so far. If you could move off when you're ready, please. When turning left at these lights, he doesn't steer enough, so he's slightly wide. You should always make sure you keep a safe following distance from the vehicle in front. This is 2 seconds in dry conditions and 4 seconds in wet. Lewis maintains a good gap from the vehicle in front. Again at this roundabout, Lewis sticks to his lane and shows good lane discipline. We're on the same carriageway on which Lewis was driving too slow on earlier. This time he builds up his speed well. Again, he's positioned slightly to the right instead of keeping the normal driving position, which is closer to the curb. This is something that Lewis needs to work on before his actual test. As we approach this roundabout, it is safe to go, but Lewis slows down too much and selects first gear, which wasn't necessary. I'm going to ask Lewis the show me question. As he looks for the button, he steers to the right, so again positions too much to the right. Lewis, if you could show me how to demist your rear screen, please. Thank you. And switch it off, please. Park up on the left. Now we're back at the test centre. Lewis thought he'd failed for the speed fault on the carriageway. Time to tell him that he's passed. Thank you. And switch off the engine, please. And just pop the key out for me. Thank you. Right then, Lewis, so that's the end of the test. How do you think you did?
I felt like it went alright, but then on the dual carriageway I think I went 35 instead of 50 for a bit. So that might have...
Good spot, yeah. You did, the first time round.
Yeah.
We went on there. You did...
I just completely... everything just went.
Yeah, you were sticking to... you first at 30, then you went up to 35, then you slow down a bit again, yeah. So on the way back I was like, okay, if you did the same, I'm going to mark it as a serious, but you didn't.
Yeah, and that's when I finally got a grasp of where I actually was, what I'm actually doing, and then all the speed limits come naturally then after that.
Cool. Really. Just make sure you look out for the signs. So I didn't mark that as a serious. I marked it as a minor fault.
Yeah. Right, that's fine.
So do you think you passed or failed?
I felt like if I'd have failed, that would have been the reason. So I'd say I just about passed, maybe.
Yep. Well done. You passed. Yeah.
That's good then.
Good. Driving standard, very good. Yeah. You said you've only had about 6 or 7 hours with an instructor, but since May you've been driving your own car. So I was expecting a lot more bad habits. Yeah.
It's because obviously he taught me the basics, and then obviously I've just evolved the basics a bit more and
watch the videos, you mean?
Yeah, and watch the videos as well. And obviously nearer your test, every time I go out in my car I practice like it's a test.
Brilliant, good.
So I'm always doing mirrors and...
Good, and there's just, your mirrors are really good, yeah. Just a couple of things that I marked them as minors, yeah, but if they keep happening, like it did happen about 4 times though, yeah. Your normal driving position when you're driving on a normal road.
Is it too far to the right? Yeah, that's another thing as well I need to...
Yeah, so in your car, yeah, go on a quiet road first, yeah. Okay, and line your car up about 1 metre away from the curb, yeah, okay, fine, yeah. And then when you're sitting there, look out for a pointer where the curb's coming in, and use that pointer to keep your position.
Yeah, I'll have to do that.
Yeah, because you've been driving to the centre white line, just to on the edge of that you've been driving.
Yeah, I know. I need to be careful about that.
Yeah. Okay, and like I said, if it keeps happening, the examiner can mark that as a serious fault. Yeah. Okay, but when the vehicle's overtaking on the dual carriageway, or there's oncoming cars, you're not doing it then. Yeah, because if you did it then it would cause danger.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're doing it when it's clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but you still should have been doing. You got to show us that.
I use that line of traffic when there's cars there as like a guidance, which helps me get to the middle, which I need more of like a reference point.
Yeah.
There instead.
Okay, so just be careful of that, and I think because of that as well, when you're turning left, a couple of left turns you were quite wide.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to just learn to stay a bit closer to the curb.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that was the only thing that kept like I said, the only thing that you need to improve on, really.
Yeah, all right, that's right.
Okay, everything else really good. Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
really
sure
good.
like you're gonna pass your driving test as long as you keep that position.
Yeah, okay, I will do. I'll
Okay.
practice that over the weekend. Then, yeah.
Good. So do let us know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll message you. I'll let you know. Yeah,
Good.
definitely.
Any questions?
No, that's it from me. Really, that's all.
Lewis, thanks a lot
Alright.
for doing the mock test.
Yeah, right,
and
thank you.
like I said, all the
Yeah,
best for your
thanks for
actual
giving me
test.
like the opportunity.
No
too,
worries,
as well,
mate.
yeah.
No worries at all. And guys, hope that video helped. Like always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.